Friday.
Friday, thank you. Oh my gosh, I should know that. It's Friday. Can't you tell? I'm Hannah from Handstand Crochet, and we are live across lots of our channels. I'm joined by Veronica from Blue Star Crochet because we have got a very exciting event this weekend, which if you haven't heard about already, then we're here to tell you about it now. We are going to hopefully be your weekend's entertainment to talk about things that people find so difficult. As crochet designers, people talk to us all the time, don't they, about what they find challenging, what they find, what they're scared of in crochet. And it really surprises me so much that people are really scared of garments, because in my mind, now I've kind of cracked the code, I'm like, not tricky. But actually, I think back and I was petrified when I first started. So we are coming to you with all the information we possibly can to help give you the confidence that you need to create beautiful garments. That's kind of it, isn't it, in a waffly way?
Absolutely, yeah. That's what we're hoping to do this weekend, to bust through the myths and share all the tips and tricks that we have gathered over the years of making crochet garments. And it's not going to be just myself and Hannah. There's going to be 9 other amazing crochet designers that you might have already seen who they are, but we're just going to remind you today, because this weekend's going to be absolutely amazing. Me and Hannah totally cleared our schedule. We kicked everyone out of the house, so there's no going to be no distractions. So we're going to be coming to you all weekend with video lessons that are premiering on YouTube, teaching you all there is to know about crocheting garments, and hopefully give you all the confidence that you need to either make your very first garment, or if you have tried before and something's gone wrong, we will get to the bottom of it and we will show you how to do it really easily. I think it's going to be easy after you watch all the video lessons. I think it's the little pieces of information are all going to start kind of going into the right places to teach you how to do it properly, how to make something beautiful to wear. And that fits well. Hannah's wearing a beautiful granny square jumper. I'm wearing my this is Evelyn lace jumper. So yeah, we really want to share everything we know. Hello to Spain. There
Hello.
we go.
Hello. Yeah, if you're watching, we can see how many people are watching. So if you're watching, say hi, say where you're from, and say if you've signed up or if you've heard about what we're doing. I've put this fancy widget. I don't know if it's underneath on everyone's screen.
Somewhere here.
If you scan this QR code, it will take you to the place that we need you to go that has all the information. We're going to show you it in a minute anyway, but scan this code and I'll also pop it in the chat, shall I? I'll pop the link.
Yep, let's pop it in there.
From there. Oh, we've got a question already. This is wonderful, wonderful.
Fantastic, yeah.
Will there be tutorials or lesson on designing garments as well? The whole design process, I mean. We haven't covered that. But do you know what? I reckon you could pick the lessons to pieces and use them to design something.
Absolutely, yeah.
We're not focusing on that completely. We're looking at the fundamentals, basically, aren't we? Of what you need to do before you even pick up the pattern. How do you choose a pattern? How do you meet the gauge? How do you pick your yarn? All of those really important things that I think often get missed, because and I talk about it in one of my lessons. Like, I literally found a cardigan in the one and only crochet book I owned. Like, well, there's a pattern, I'll make it, that'll be fine. And I didn't even know, I didn't know what gauge was, I didn't know what, even the size of the yarn, I had no idea what this pattern was telling me. And now I was like, why didn't I even question it? I just didn't know.
So yeah, the summit is kind of aimed at makers. So somebody who would pick up a pattern. So we're going to teach you how to pick the right pattern, how to take measurements of your body so you can produce something that's going to fit you well. We're going to talk about how to match your tension, what tension actually is and how to match it, and why it's so important when you crochet garments, because, crocheting a sweater is not just as simple as crocheting a blanket, because if your blanket comes out 10 centimeters smaller or bigger, it doesn't really matter. But when it comes to crocheting something that you're going to wear, 10 centimeters does make a difference, doesn't it, Hannah? So we're going to kind of talk about the process as a maker. If you are, if you're a really good crocheter when it comes to blankets and pillows and stuff like that, we want to show you the difference, that different little bits you need to think about when it comes to crocheting sweaters. So we're going to teach you those fundamentals. It's not kind of geared towards designers. We're not going to teach you how to design a pattern from scratch or how to write a pattern. But never say never. We
Never
never
say
know
never.
what the future holds. So
Yeah, my second lesson, because Veronica and I have doubled up, we've done double the amount. One of my sessions is all about stitches and how different stitches work in different ways for fabrics, and how they, so like that's a definite one that you could use inspiration for, to think, oh, actually, yeah, I could make a garment in that stitch. I could design it. So yeah, I definitely think there are different bits and pieces, and that's what we've
yeah,
done. We've tried to aim it at everyone.
yeah,
You can go right from beginner through to an advanced crocheter, because we were saying, we talked to the wonderful Caitlin from We Crochet the other day, didn't we? And
yeah,
we both said we have seen all the content that's in this, and we have both learned stuff. Like
absolutely.
you never know everything. There's always stuff to learn.
Yeah.
So we've got loads of people saying hi. Angela saying hi. Donna from Iowa.
We've got
Ella from Ghana.
Ella.
Ella. And then someone for this system doesn't show us your name if you comment on Facebook. So whoever this lovely Facebook user is, good morning, and I'm very
Good
glad
morning.
I did. Or if they're saying good morning, it's probably over the other side.
I was gonna say, yeah, morning is probably across the
Yeah,
pond. They're
yeah.
just waking up, aren't they? Sort of.
This is a great thing that we are trying to do. We're trying to bring together everyone from all over the world. We've had all sorts of people already sign up, haven't we? From absolutely everywhere.
Yeah.
So we are running in as good a time zone as we possibly can. We're trying to cross over across
Yeah.
time zones. There's someone from North Dakota there as well. Hello.
Good morning.
Any questions, that burning questions that you want to ask us already about either the setup of the whole thing, or questions to ask the designers or even us in the sessions, then just pop them here as well, and we will make a note of them ready for the weekend.
Yeah, that's right. That's it.
I'll put the code back up, and then shall I share the screen and show everyone like what we're actually doing?
Yes, yeah, let's show them what's gonna happen on the weekend. So we've got lots prepared for you.
Brilliant.
Facebook user is
Oh, it's
Caitlin.
Caitlin. Hello, Caitlin.
Hello.
I thought that was you. Lots of exclamation marks. I was like, oh, is that Caitlin? Oh, bless you. It's not your fault your name doesn't show up. It doesn't on Facebook to us,
Yeah.
which is...
It's just after 7 in the morning in the central time zone in the US. Donna. Hello, Donna.
So that will work out really well for the weekend. I know it'll be an early start for everyone there, but
Yeah.
I think it will work out okay, won't it?
Yeah, do you know what? Like, just wake up, sit up in bed, grab yourself a cup of coffee, start up your computer, and just watch the lessons.
And bring your
Spin on
crochet.
your favorite drink. That's it. Bring your crochet, and yeah, just make the weekend about yourself, about crochet,
Yeah,
because it's gonna be great.
give yourself some time. So
That's
if
it.
I share this screen, has that worked? Yes.
Yes, I can see it.
So if you good. Oh, the technology scares me. So if you scan that code and go to this, or if you're part of our email list or whatever, we've been sending this link out to everyone. This is the page that you need to come to find out absolutely everything that we're up to. And we've done a little chat here about, like, this is not just you. If you are feeling like this about, you've tried it and it doesn't work, and you don't know what gauge or tension or blocking or all that kind of stuff is, you are absolutely not alone in that. And that's kind of why we've put this together, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. That's it.
And we figured we'd invite all of our amazing friends and colleagues who know an awful lot more, definitely, than me in their chosen topic about this. And we figured out that between us, we've designed over 500 garments. So, like, if collectively we don't know, then I don't know who will. If I'm honest.
Yeah, I mean, if you time that number by, say, 9 sizes for each,
Oh, I know.
that is a hefty number.
Yeah. So all of these wonderful designers are joining us, and they have all got a topic that we have specifically chosen with them to talk about, because it's kind of their specialist subject, as it were. And the main thing that you need to do when you come to this page is click on this bit here that says click here to reserve your seat. Now, this
That's right.
is a free seat. You're reserving a free spot to see the videos as they go live over the weekend, and then to come and join us in our question and answer sessions with some of the designers that are joining us as well. So you'll have a huge amount of resources, like hours and hours we're going to be available, aren't we, this week?
Absolutely, yeah,
So come and
definitely.
reserve that seat. And then we'll come back to this bit in a minute. Should we look at the schedule?
Yeah, let's look at this weekend, what's happening, and then we'll
Yeah, go back to, so logistics of this weekend.
that's right.
Do you want to do Saturday and then I'll do Sunday?
Yeah, of course. I mean, the screen is a little bit small,
Yeah.
so I'm going to be leaning in, but it's fine. So on Saturday, we're going to kick off at 8:30 a.m. for EST time zone, which for UK folks is about 12:30. So we've got a little introduction video that's going to premiere over on the YouTube channel. It's just me and Hannah kind of welcoming you to the summit and giving you a little rundown of what's going to happen. Then we're going to go on to premiere of the first lesson by yours truly. So we're going to be talking about types of constructions for different sweaters and cardigans. So I'm going to show you the different styles and different ways of how sweaters and cardigans can be constructed. And I'm going to pick out a couple of styles for the absolute beginners. So wherever you are in your journey with garment making, we're going to look at some really easy beginner stuff that you can literally do the minute you finish watching the lesson. And then we're going to kind of go the other end of the scale and look at some more technical, some sweaters that require a little bit of knowledge to have already. But obviously, after this weekend, after these lessons, you'll all have that anyway. Then we move on to the lovely Hannah. She's going to premiere about finding the perfect garment pattern. And Hannah's going to talk us through the E's. So we've got positive E's, we've got negative E's, we've got no E's. So Hannah's going to run over that in her brilliant lesson and her brilliant video. And is this, Hannah, am I right? Is this the video where you're going to show people how to measure?
Yes,
That's the one.
it's the one where my neighbours thought I was very strange because they can see into the room that I do my filming in, and I'm basically just wearing a vest and measuring myself. And my neighbour walked past, and they literally were like, "What are you doing?" So like we've tried to make them as practical as possible, all of these videos, and like really hands-on of literally showing you like this is how we measure ourselves, this is how we care for our garments, this is how we block them, this is how, like, because it's the practical stuff that people need, I think, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. You can write something in 1,000 words, but it's not the same as actually seeing a video or seeing a photo, seeing a picture of how to actually do it properly. So Hannah's going to teach us how to measure ourselves properly. And once you've got those measurements, that's your starting point. Then we're going to talk about the ease and everything else to kind of make the sweater fit as you want it. Some people prefer to have them really fitted. Some people like them a bit more oversized. So whatever you like, whatever you fancy, Hannah's going to explain everything. Then we move on to the fantastic Hortense from Knitting with Chopsticks. And Hortense, oh my God, her lesson about blocking. Seriously. I know some people go like, oh, blocking, really? Is it necessary? Honestly, I was a bit like, sometimes I was a bit like, oh, shall I just try and get away with no blocking this at all? Is it gonna But after watching Hortense's video, I'm like, right, block everything. I'm going to block my husband. I'm going to block my kids. Because honestly, seriously, once you watch Hortense's lesson about blocking and why it's so important to block your garments, and like this one, honestly, look, I blocked this Evelyn lace wear, and I'm sat a bit low, but you can see the lace. Look at that. You
It makes
can see a little bit of my skin. I'm revealing myself now, but I mean, seriously, I blocked this, and it's made such a huge difference. And this is what Hortense talks about in her video. It's absolutely amazing. It's so resourceful. And seriously, she's gonna definitely change your mind about blocking. So let's not be lazy. Let's not take the easy route, because Hortense will seriously convince you to block everything.
I think as well for blocking, like it scared me so much at the beginning as well. And I think a lot of people are like that as well. And they're like, I spent all this time making this, I don't want to ruin it. and I don't
Yeah.
quite know how to block it, so I think I'll just not. And it's like, it's one of those things, isn't it? Once you know how to do all these things,
Yeah.
it's just so much less scary.
Yeah.
And
And
it's
I think
and that's exactly why we've called it To Crochet Garments with Confidence. It is the
absolutely.
confidence you need to make this stuff.
Yeah, and I think Hortons has got a couple of short videos showing you how to block garments as well, block anything. So we're really going to take the guesswork out of everything with this one when it comes to blocking. Then we move on to the fantastic Brianna from Brianna K Designs. She's going to talk to us about creating knit look fabric, or bringing that knit look into crochet, because Brianna's both crochet and knitwear designer, but she has got some really super clever ways of how to make your crochet look knitted,
Yeah.
because it's really kind of trendy. It's very, very modern at the moment, isn't it, Hannah? Like that trend of creating the knit look into bringing it into crochet, because that, I'll tell you why. Because it's so easy to work with a humble crochet hook and one stitch. If you drop that one stitch, you just pick it right up on your beautiful crochet hook. Because when it comes to knitting, I mean, I don't know about anyone else, but when I see the amount of stitching on my knitting needles, and even if I drop one, I'm like, right, that's ruined. I have to rip it all out. I have to start again, because it just, the little stitch just goes traveling all the way down to the start. And I'm like, I've ruined it. I'm done. So this is why Brianna very cleverly is going to show you how to bring that knitted look into your crochet garments with just a hook, just one stitch.
It's amazing.
No scary stitches, no hundreds of stitches on your knitting needles, just that one. And she's got very clever ways of bringing that knit look into your crochet. And I think she's got a few kind of hands-on little samples of how to do that, so that's going to be amazing. So if you want to bring a ball of yarn and crochet hook to Brianna's premiere, absolutely do so and just give it a little try. It's going to be amazing. And then we're going to move on to the fantastic Raylin from Itching for Some Stitching. And Raylin, I mean, honestly, she's talking about choosing the right yarn for your project, for your garment. So whether it's a summer top, or whether it's a really beautiful warm jumper, sweater, cardigan, whatever you want to make, Raylin's going to give you all the info you need about yarns. I mean, I'm talking types of fibers, thickness of fibers, plies, whether it's wool, cotton, alpaca, whatever. I mean, Raylin really did go all out, didn't she, when it comes to choosing the right yarn and giving you all the tips and tricks. So,
Definitely.
and I think she talks about a little bit about substituting yarn as well, because I know this is one of the questions that a lot of crocheters might struggle with, So there is a little bit of a few rules about how to substitute yarn, isn't there?
Yeah.
You can't just kind of like, oh, this is a 4-ply wool, so I'll just grab chunky cotton. It's not gonna work.
Yeah.
So Raylin will fabulously tell you why it won't work and what to do when you need to, or when you want to substitute yarn. And talking about yarn, then we move on to the fantastic Claire from K&I, because Claire is the queen of chunky makes. Claire actually has got her own yarn line, I believe. She sells chunky yarn as well, which is fantastic. So who else would we ask to talk about chunky yarns, right? Claire's got all the knowledge, all the experience when it comes to creating with chunky yarns, caring for chunky yarns, and she knows what works and what might not work quite well. So she's gonna give you a real into chunky yarns, what tools you need to work with chunky yarns and be successful, create something beautiful and wearable. Because oh my gosh, her bomber jacket.
I know. I want to make it. I really, really want.
Oh my god.
And the thing I found again, so this is the whole thing about what I learned from this watching Claire. I was saying in one of my videos that I steer clear of anything over a category 4 weight yarn, because I just have never found the right drape. I've never found the right anything for me, and I always feel awkward wearing things that are chunky. And I watched her video and I was like, oh. Now I'm like, right, I get it now. I get it.
Yep.
That's what it is, isn't it? It's someone to kind of tell you, this is what works, this is what doesn't work, this is why it works, and this is why it doesn't work. Yeah, I was like, I've got so many questions in for our session with Claire. I'm very excited.
Yep. Brilliant. Yeah, that's what we need. And then I believe we've got the last video for Saturday, which is the fantastic Sarah from Ned and Mimi, and she's gonna talk to us about gauge or tension. And this is super, super important lesson when it comes to garment making.
We're not
This
missing
is the
one.
one you really, need to watch and take notes, because this is where you can make or break your garment. So Sarah's gonna explain everything, and she's gonna share everything there is to know about tension, what it is, why is it super duper important, and what to actually do when you can't match your tension. So all those little technicalities of moving up and down hook size and whatever you need to do to really nail that tension that is stated in your pattern, because that's one of those things when people buy a pattern and you kind of tension notes is like, I don't know, 10 stitches times 12 rows matched over double crochet, and that's the tension you need to match. And for a beginner maker, that could be like, well, how do I do that?
Yeah, I
What?
think it's really intimidating, Gage. It's like,
Yeah,
yeah, how do I do that? And not only how do I do that, it's like, okay, so I've had a go, but it's not right. So now what do I do? Like, how do I fix it? That
absolutely. Yeah. So Sarah goes real in depth on what to do when you can match the tension and how to adjust your tension. So you hit the nail on the head, and then you'll be off crocheting the garments, because we don't want you to crochet something that's going to be either too big or too small for you. So we really need to match tension before we get into the pattern, and this is exactly where Sarah comes in with her brilliant lesson. And I'm just going to remind everyone, these are the designers for Saturday, these are their topics. So if there are any questions that you want to ask any of these beautiful people for Saturday, just pop them in the comments. We will pick them up after the live, and we will have them ready for the live sessions that are going to be happening after each of these lessons. But we'll just show you where to go and what to do. But once we run through the Sunday, which I'm going to let Hannah now show you what's going to be happening on Sunday.
I'm just going to pop these. There's a couple of comments now saying about gauge. I seriously need to learn how to get.
Yes.
Yes, yes, yes.
Yes.
There's loads of people agreeing. Super, super intimidating. Yep, yep, absolutely.
No, it ain't gonna be after this weekend. Honestly, trust me. It's not gonna be the case after this weekend, after Sarah's lesson. It's not gonna be intimidating at all.
No, all this stuff is once you know it, and you can then just build on that. You can build on that confidence. And you would like all of this stuff. It won't give you everything that you need to know, but it will give you a huge amount of stuff that you can then work through and work on with every single, like, I don't know about you, but every project that I make, I learn something new with it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Everything I make. So, and then that's the important thing, to choose the right thing to then make so that you can apply all of these skills and techniques that we're going to be going through.
Yeah. So
Veronica will crumble into a heap, I think, by the end of that. Once we finish that day, I can't believe now we're talking about it. I'm like, gosh, that's a lot, isn't it? But then we'll be back on Sunday, so bright and early EST, 8 a.m. EST time, which is then like lunchtime for us. And the thing of note for anyone over here in the UK, as we both are, is that our clocks change on Saturday night. So hopefully your phones and all your devices will do that for you. But so that's why we set everything in EST time, so you can keep in that time zone, because they're consistent. So we're basically going to start day 2 off with a chat with the two of us. We'll go over what we learnt yesterday and what's coming up on the Sunday, just a nice gentle ease into the day. And then you get me again. I've done a video about stitch inspiration. I think I spoke about it earlier, saying about what different types of stitches work for different types of fabrics, what different yarn. I got really carried away. I basically I didn't realize I had so many crochet garments. I got them all out and I literally went through them one by one to say, look, this is the kind of stitch that works here. This is why I used it with this weight of yarn. This is the kind of look you can achieve with this, like lots of different aspects. So it's not necessarily teaching you anything, but giving you the inspiration to kind of think, what kind of fabric do I want to create? What kind of garments do I want to make? Because there are so many out there. It's just really hard to choose sometimes, isn't it?
Absolutely, yeah.
So then we are joined by the amazing Sandra from Nomad Stitches. Like, I don't, if people have not seen her work, then oh my goodness, you need to go see her color work, and not just like, you know, she doesn't just do ferrule, she doesn't just do mosaic, she literally does it all. She does tapestry, and she's talking about 4 different types of color work in her video tutorial.
Yeah.
And again, some of the stuff that she says in her video, I'm like, oh, that makes so much more sense
Yeah.
now.
I mean, Sandra wrote a whole entire book about color work, didn't she? So who else would be asked to talk about color work if it wasn't Sandra?
Definitely, definitely. So that's the next session. And then Veronica, you're back again, saying about caring for your creations, because we figured like we wanted to cover every aspect. And it's all very well putting like hours and hours. I mean, like some of my garments, they take me like 40, 50 hours to make. And then if you don't look after it, especially if you use like a really nice yarn that might be delicate, like if you don't look after it properly, it just won't last. So yeah, Veronica, we get to go to Veronica's kitchen sink and wash with her, which is really important, isn't it? To actually physically see what to do and all that kind of
Yeah.
stuff. And all those questions about, you know, should I reblock things? Should I wash them like this? Should I dry them flat? How should I care for them? All that kind of stuff. We've covered all of that. And then next up, we have Joanne from the Crochet Project, who is talking about creating wearable fabrics. So there's lots of topics that they're very definite topics, but they have crossover. You'll see throughout the weekend how everything relates to everything.
Yeah.
Creating a wearable fabric talks about gauge, it talks about drape, it talks about stitches. They're all really, really important things to think about. And Joanne just kind of pulls them all together to kind of say, this is what you need to make, because it's all very, you don't want to wear a piece of cardboard, do you? You don't want to wear something really stiff and starchy.
Nope.
Something that feels comfortable on your skin. And like, you know, if you're making something that doesn't really, you know, if you're making a blanket or something, it doesn't really matter if it's a bit stiffer than it should be. But a garment, it really, really matters. And that's a really interesting talk to listen to. And then we have Michelle from Dora Does, who so she's left-handed, I believe, isn't she? Anyway, but we've flipped her video. So there's 2 different videos to watch here, whether you're left or right-handed. And that's another practical one, like Brianna's, where bring your hook, bring your yarn, because she's going to teach us about adding ribbing to Crochet Garments. And this is what I get. I love adding ribbing to my garments, but lots of people message me and say, I'm not sure about that pattern, Hannah. I don't think I can do it because it's got ribbing. And I'm like, try it. Because Michelle talks about how to work your ribbing first and then work your garment, and then also how to add a join as you go ribbing, which I know completely flummoxes a lot of people, and if I'm honest, did me for quite some time. So I feel like it's best to be honest about these things. Like,
Absolutely, yeah. We you know, we're all in the process of learning everything. So yeah, and the great thing about crochet is I don't think you're ever done learning. There is always something new. You know, somebody comes up with a new technique, new style, new stitch. So there is always something to learn.
always stuff to learn.
Absolutely.
And then to round us off for the whole weekend, we have the amazing Michelle from MJ's Off the Hook. Because the other thing that we want to talk about is, like, you make all this stuff and then it's like, how do you actually wear it? How do you incorporate that crochet into your wardrobe? How does it work in your life? Because I know people make like stuff and they make it, and then they're like, oh, I can't wear it because it doesn't really go with anything.
Yeah.
Well, so like Michelle, I don't know if anyone's ever seen pictures of her. She just looks amazing in everything she wears. And I did an interview with her for this, and like her chatting about how she goes about putting her pieces together, I was like, oh my goodness, do you? And she's got this technique that you just have to come and listen and find out what she does, because it's just genius. So so she'll finish off the day, and that's pretty much all we could pack into it. But I think we've done a lot there.
I think we maxed the day out as much as we could the whole weekend. So it's gonna be amazing. It's gonna be fantastic.
And then so logistics of it all. Once you've got to this page, let's put the QR code. I'm clicking on all sorts of things here. Here we are. There we are. Scan that code or go to the link in the description with the things. This page, and then what you can do is get ahead of yourself. If there's ones that you definitely know you want to watch and you want to like schedule like reminders for, this bit here that says click here to watch, I'm going to click on it, and then see if it will let me share this tab instead. It will. There we go. So you
There
click
we go.
on it, and that will take you to, that was Michelle's one. That will take you to Michelle's YouTube channel where it's going to go live. And what you need to then do, it says it premieres in 2 days. So everyone's scheduled everything ready to go for you. And what you need to do is click on it. Obviously subscribe. I'm already subscribed. So subscribe to the YouTube channel and then also click notify me. And your phone, we tested this earlier and I got notified for Veronica. It will literally ping at you and say, quick, go and watch the video.
Yep, don't miss it.
Yeah. So that's what you need to do. And then when you have watched that video, on here, we've put it at the beginning of every day, haven't we?
Yes, we have, yeah.
The live chats will be hosted. We will host them on both Veronica and I's YouTube channels and in our Facebook groups, but we've got one link here just in case anyone can't find any of those. So this Facebook community group here, click on that and we will pop up live. Literally, as soon as the video has finished playing, we'll be there ready to chat with you, and come armed with your questions. Ask us absolutely anything, because we don't want to sit there on our own with nothing to talk about.
No, please come and talk to us. Don't leave us hanging dry.
Oh, look what Pamela's just said. I've been crocheting for over 55 years and I seem to see something new every day. Absolutely.
That's the amazing thing about crochet, isn't it? It's always something new.
Yeah. Oh, and there's someone here that's saying, I think this is Joy, who's sort of saying, I've never blocked in my life. Do you know what? My mum had never blocked it. So my mum's a great knitter and she does crochet as well. She had never blocked anything until probably about 5 years ago. And I said to her, like her knitting's amazing and she's got such attention that actually it kind of doesn't seem like it needs to be blocked anyway, but her crochet is slightly different. And I said to her, why don't you try blocking it, mum? And she did. And she was like, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
Converted. That's it.
I just suggest that you try it. Just try it and see.
Absolutely. It's definitely worth the effort.
Yeah, if you can get away with it, then my goodness, yeah, of course. So that's our weekend plans. But then should we say, if people aren't available this weekend or you don't want to sort of set to our time frame, we have an option for you.
We do. It's the all access pass, and it is exactly what it says on the tin. You get access to everything. Okay, so everything we're going to be talking about on the weekend, all the 13 video lessons that we're going to be premiering on the weekend, because they are going to be hosted on the designers' YouTube channels, we obviously can't guarantee that they're all going to stay there forever. So we have actually created an option number 2 where we have all those video lessons hosted on another Summit channel. So you will get access and you will get to kind of keep those videos that you can rewatch them. You know, if you want to watch them 100 times, 200 times, feel free. You'll be able to do it in your own time, on your own schedule. You know, there is no rush to watch it before it disappears. It'll be there forever for you to access whenever and wherever you can. So all the 13 video lessons, they're going to be ad-free, so you won't be interrupted. You can watch them anytime, at your own pace. We've put them into kind of like chronological order that we feel this is the process of garment making. But when you jump in and you think, I really want to see Michelle, how she styles her cardigans and sweaters, go ahead and scroll down to the very last lesson, watch that first if that's what you want to do, then jump back into the other lessons. So they're all going to be there for you to access whenever and wherever you want to. But that's not everything, because we really packed this all access pass with loads of extras and loads of amazing stuff. So not only will you get those video lessons, we have also prepared for you a course handbook. So this handbook has got transcripts of all the videos. It's kind of like a written tutorial for the video. So they all work together really well, because, if you don't catch something in the video, you think, oh, okay, let me just jot this down. You don't have to, because everything is in that course handbook. It's 106 pages of crochet gold.
I couldn't believe it. When we kept messaging each other when we put it all together, and we were like, it's up to 70 pages. It's 90 now. It's 100. It's so big, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. So, and you know, this it's a PDF format course handbook. So what is great about this, let me tell you, is that you can actually download this course handbook into your device, whether it's your mobile phone or your tablet or even a computer, you know, whatever you've got. And once you download it, you can actually access it offline as well. So, say you go to doctor surgery, or you go on a long train journey or a bus journey, and you think, guess who forgot the yarn and a hook? Well, you can still do something crochet related. You can read through your course handbook, and you can still, you know, get involved with crochet, think about stitches and everything and whatever's in the handbook. Just learn all the materials, so you don't actually have to be online to be able to access the handbook. Once you download it to your device and save it, you can access it whenever, wherever. You know, you climb the top to the top of Mount Everest, get it out, get your handbook out, have a read of crochet, right?
Just give me a minute. I'm learning about gauge.
Absolutely, yeah, that's right. And then we've got two more things. We've
Oh,
got a pattern bundle and
I've got a
cheat
picture
sheets, and
somewhere.
I'm going to let Hannah show you the pattern bundle. Here it is.
So
So
here's the hand-picked patterns. So we asked all of the designers that were involved, and obviously we put patterns in as well, to kind of give a pattern PDF that they felt would showcase and help build the confidence in the topic that they're talking about and teaching about. And when they all came through, we were like, yes. Amazing. Like, it's an amazing selection of patterns, that some of them are garments and some of them are accessories, because there were some techniques that we felt actually a garment isn't the right place to start with that technique.
yeah,
So we very deliberately put some accessories in there as well. And so they are, I mean, they're all beautiful patterns, aren't they? Absolutely stunning patterns
stunning.
you can get go on. And they're worth over $100 themselves.
Yeah,
They're included with the package, and the handbook there. And then we've also got some cheat sheets that we put together for you. So we've done a little measuring sheet so that you can jot down your measurements and shows you where to measure. We've got a standard measuring table as well to tell you the sizes, and some care symbols as well, some various different bits and bobs. Plus, Veronica and I are throwing in a $10 gift card, aren't we, each?
we are. Yeah,
Outdoors. So let's go back up to here. So the important thing to say about this is that the early bird price that we are selling it at ends at the end of today. So
yeah,
when the summit begins tomorrow morning, the price will go up. And then after the summit finishes on Sunday, the price will go up again to its regular price, and that will be available for the just after the summit on Monday and Tuesday. Because someone has asked, if I pop down here and get this, someone
yeah.
has asked, how long will the videos be available if you don't get the all access pass? The honest answer to that, as Veronica suggested earlier, is we don't know, because we haven't stipulated to the designers that they have to stay at all. So we know already that there are some designers that will be taking their video content down.
Yeah.
So in its entirety, you will never be able to watch it
No.
all after this weekend. Until the end of Sunday, you will definitely be able to watch all the videos. But after that, you won't be able to. So the only way that you can make sure you have all of the content is to get the all access pass.
That's right.
Does that make sense?
Yes, yeah, yeah. And just to say that the best time you can get the all access pass is actually right now,
Yeah.
because it's at its lowest price that it will ever be. It's never going to go lower than $39.99. Plus, as Hannah mentioned, we are giving you each $10 voucher for our Ravelry shops to go on a little shopping spree, to choose different patterns. You know, they don't have to be garment patterns. You can choose whatever you fancy. So basically, if you pay the $39.99 for the all access pass, until midnight EST tonight, so until end of Friday in EST time zone, which for UK folks is 4 o'clock tomorrow morning. So that's when the price cuts off and changes.
Another 16 hours from now.
Yeah. So yeah. So if you pay the $39.99, we will give you the $20 kind of straight back for the as a voucher to the Ravelry shops. So yeah, you will be able to choose some more patterns you want to work on, whatever you fancy. And I think we've got a few questions popping up. What is it in English pounds? Oh dear.
Oh, what is it in English pounds? Let me Google it.
Yeah, let's ask Mr. Google.
It is £33 currently today, at the price it is
There we
today.
go. Yeah.
There we are, £33. So that actually, that was something I was going to say, because I often get asked this. So the price on the sales page is in dollars, but whatever currency you use, that's what it will be taken in. They won't take dollars away from you. It will be your home currency. There was something else I was going to say. I can't remember. Oh, I was going to say that we completely understand the reason we have given a free version of this is that
Yeah.
we know people may not have the resources or the funds to do a paid version of this, and we didn't want to exclude anyone. We want people to join in. We want you to enjoy this. So come and join us for as much or as little as you like. If you do want to upgrade, then thank you, that would be amazing. But if you can't, then that's absolutely fine. Just come and get the resources that we have for you available this weekend.
Absolutely, because for us as garment designers, for the whole all 11 of us, for us as garment designers, it's no point kind of just giving you a garment pattern if you can't make it. So we want to really teach you what to do and how to make the garment, because when we bring out the new pattern, whether it's free on the blog or a paid PDF in our shops, if nobody's gonna kind of look at it or buy it, then there's no point bringing out garment patterns. So we really, really want to reach as many people as possible. Whether you're gonna join us for the free weekend, please come and join us. Say hello, pop your questions in the comments, or if you have got the budget to upgrade to the all access pass, then that's amazing. You'll get your lifetime access, and we need to say that it's instant access.
Yes.
So if we have kind of lured you in with all these amazing crochet designers and all the amazing topics that they're going to be teaching you on the weekend, you can jump straight in. And what Caitlin said on the live when we did the live with her on We Crochet Facebook and YouTube, she actually said that if you get the all access pass and you start watching the videos now, you still can join us for the free live chat after the premieres of the videos and ask your questions. So there is a inside the course, there is an email address that you can reach out to if you have any questions. There is contact for us to ask you additional questions, and we can forward them to the designers or get them across. But you will have the great opportunity to chat to us live on the weekend and to the designers as well. So yeah, if you have got the means to buy the all access pass, do so. Get a head start, get in there, have a little watch, jot down little questions, come to us on the weekend with your little notebook and fire away.
I have a notebook.
That's the plan.
Shall I give everyone a peek into the course, just in case?
Yes.
Because I've had a few people ask me, like, what does the course look like? What do you mean by a course?
Here it is.
So, here it is. This is so we basically tried to make everything as easy as possible, and we put absolutely everything in it. So you will get a login and you will create yourself a password. And basically down this left-hand side here, we have all of the different modules. Like there's just so much in here. Someone that bought it yesterday messaged me and they were like, oh my goodness, this is going to take me forever. And I was like, good, just go at your own pace.
That's absolutely the point, isn't it? Just
Exactly.
it can take forever because it will be there forever.
It will be there forever. And it's a system that you can track your progress here along this bar. There's a welcome and get to know us kind of thing. There's about meeting the designers. We let us know who we are and all that kind of stuff, and the team that we have put together to have this. And then each module, let's take mine. First one here as an example. It tells you about the designer, where I design, and then the video is right there for you. You can watch it. It's embedded within the course. You don't have to leave. You can watch it right there. It's got no ads on it. You can pause, rewind, all that kind of jazz that you would normally do on YouTube. It's all there.
Yeah. Sorry to jump in here, we have actually got, because I know some people might not be as tech savvy, so we have got a little section at the beginning, don't we, Hannah?
Let's do
That actually shows you where to click.
Yeah.
This is it. Yeah, where to click to make it bigger, pause it, put your closed captions on, make it full size screen. So if you think, oh, I'm never going to be able to navigate all this techie stuff, it's easy. And there is the whole section dedicated on how to make this course work, how to play the video, how to download the PDF, look out for that little red box where to download your patterns, your course handbook, and your cheat sheets. So it's all in one place. So this is really, really important to say for people who might not be that tech savvy. But yeah, let's jump into that amazing module of yours, Hannah.
I know my mum won't mind me saying this, but she's always like my litmus test for stuff like this. I always say, Mum, does this make sense? Could you, because she's grown up in a generation that hasn't had this technology.
Yeah.
And I'm like, if my mum can follow the instructions and make it work, I'm like, cool, we're good. That will be helpful to the vast majority of people. And like Veronica said, like all of our contact details are within this course anyway. So if you have any
Yeah.
problems, just let us know and we can point you in the right direction.
Absolutely.
So yeah, so you can play your videos, and then following on from your videos, we have put the transcript not only in the PDF, but we've also put the transcript within the course. So you can sit in the course and read it too. And then following on from that, each section has got patterns, the patterns that come with the course, and you just click here and that will take you to the folder that has got your patterns in it. So each designer has got their own module. You've got your videos, your transcript, and the patterns that are involved in the whole thing. So there's a lot. There's a lot.
Scrolling, keep scrolling.
There's a lot. And all the cheat sheets, all the everything is all included in there.
Yeah, it's all in one place. So that's another great thing about this all access pass, that you don't have to jump from one YouTube channel to the other to go and find all these free videos, and then there is no guesswork to what the designer said, because it's all, you've got the written transcripts there as well. All your 15 patterns are all in one place, as well as all the cheat sheets that we have prepared for you. And also the $10 vouchers. There is a section at the very end of the course where the voucher codes are. There is links to both of our Ravelry shops, so you don't have to leave the course and go searching for us anywhere, because the links are right there for you, ready to go on a little shopping spree if you fancy.
There's someone just commented here. It doesn't say your name, I'm afraid, and they're saying they've never crocheted clothes. Well, this is your chance. Come and join us. Come and join.
Do it.
Yeah, it surprises me the amount of people that avoid, like they make really complicated, I don't know, like amigurumi or like shaped other things that are shaped, and you're like, well, have you ever crocheted clothes? And they're like, no, they really scare me. And I'm like, if you can do that, then you can absolutely do clothes. There's just like a few, not even rules, are there? There's some fundamentals that you need to get in place.
Yeah.
And then,
so I just wanted to remind them, and shall I show them where to go for the live chats? Because
yes.
So they'll be able to go back to after the summit. Sorry, I'm just reading the questions.
Oh, should I just hang on? There's one question.
Yeah, let's pop it up since the live.
In the Facebook groups, will they be available to go back to after the summit? Yes. Yep. So all of the live Q&As will stay on definitely in Veronica and I's Facebook groups. They will definitely stay there. So you'll be able to go back to them. Obviously, you won't be able to ask, you can ask questions, but only if we then go back to them, we'll be able to respond to you. So if you want to chat to us live, then obviously come and join us when they're happening.
And do they save on YouTube? I'm pretty sure.
They should do. Yeah, they should do.
Yeah. So I'm not going to be as techie as Hannah, but here it is. On the weekend, the video lessons are going to premiere on the hour. You can set the notifications up as Hannah has showed you previously. If you click on the links, you can click the notify me button and subscribe to all the designers' YouTube channels. But we're going to be popping live after the video premiere of the course lesson finishes. So we're going to be on our Facebook pages, the Facebook community groups, and our YouTube channels. But if you wanted to kind of get ahead now, if I show you my Facebook page, is it going to let me do this? Yeah. Am I there? Yeah. So if you pop over to, I've got some notifications here. Hello. So if you pop over to my Blue Star Crochet Company Facebook page, and if you go onto the events tab here, all the live chats are already there, kind of scheduled. You can click on them. You can set your notifications. You can click that you're interested to go. There you go. If you click on the interested to go, you will get notified when we kind of go live. And same over on my YouTube channel. If you go over there, I'm sure we can pop the links in the chat. I'll copy and
Yeah,
pop the
definitely.
yeah. So if you go onto the live tab on my YouTube channel here, all the events, as you can see, are upcoming, and you can again click the notify me button here. Then you will be notified when we go live. So that's where the live chats with the designers will be. If you want to get some kind of little notification on, switch them all on, let me turn it off. Here I am. So yeah, you can go over there, set your notifications on, so your phone will be buzzing all weekends when we go live. But that's a good thing, because we're gonna want you there. We want you to join us. Please come and say hello. Throw your questions at us. Say hello to all the designers. And yeah, it's gonna be fantastic. I think I'm so excited for it. Yeah.
This has been, like, I'm sure as people can hopefully tell, this has been a huge amount of work that we have, not only us two, but the other designers that are involved as well. We've all spent a huge amount of time and passion putting into this, haven't we?
Yeah.
And we really hope that that comes across. So do come and use us, come and use us and access us.
Yeah.
I just have to show this comment here from Pamela that's
Oh,
just
that's amazing.
you know how I'm 74 and I'm usually telling my daughter how to do things on her phone and computer. She's always having to help me with TV stuff. Yeah. So my children are 6 and 3, and my gosh, they know how to use phones and tablets better than I do. So
Oh, I love it when little Oliver joins us for some of our video chats, and he like turns the camera off at the
I
click
know
of a button, and
the
then
other
Hannah's there kind of for half an hour pressing all the buttons, trying to put the camera back on.
trying to fix things that they do. But now Elliot, who's the older one, he then comes and fixes. I'm like, this is broken, Elliot. How do I do this? He's like, oh, it's easy, mummy, and he sorts it for me. I'm like, oh, thanks.
Yeah, they're so cute. Yeah.
To train them up. Yeah, Chris. Oh, Chris has said it sounds like a massive project. Yes, yes. But do you know what? It's been absolutely a joy to put together, because it's stuff that we really feel really passionate about. We love.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
it's our livelihood. Our crochet design is our job. It's our passion. And that's the weird thing, isn't it? We've both turned it was definitely a hobby for me, a hobby into our livelihood. And now it's
Yeah.
like, I want to share all of this stuff that we now know and we've gathered over the years with all of you that are making stuff. So yeah, I'm very excited.
Yeah, it's gonna be amazing, and I'm excited to get to chat to all of the designers as well.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's gonna be amazing, because we've got so much to say ourselves, but when you get inside the head of the other designers, I'm pretty sure they've got loads of information they're gonna be throwing at you as well. So yeah, it's definitely the place to be this weekend. Nowhere else but at the free Crochet Garments with Confidence Summit. It's gonna be really, really good.
come and sign up. I'll put the QR code there again. So come and sign up. That's the main thing. If you want to reserve your free spot, or whether you want to get your all access pass, that's the place to go.
Yeah, it's all there at one link, and yeah, that's the link you will need for the weekend as well. That's where it's kind of like a little hub, isn't it? And from the hub, you'll be then able to click to all these different premieres of the lessons, and like I said, for the live chats afterwards. So yeah.
Well, this is again another thing. I'm like, what would I tell my mum? I am going to tell my mum, bookmark this page, bookmark
Yeah.
this page here, because it will send you off to the different YouTube channels. It will send you off to different places, and then it's always hard to get back. Even I struggle sometimes. I'm like, how do I get back? I'm lost now. So if you bookmark and keep a tab open on your phone, your tablet, your computer, wherever you're joining us, keep that page open. Then all you have to do is go back to it and click the next link, ready for the next session.
That's right. Yeah.
That's what, if you're listening, that's what you need to do.
I believe we're going to have the links on the live chats as well. We'll be able to throw the page link back into the chat, just as we have done today. This is pretty much going to be the setup for the live chat, but there might be another third little square where the designer will join us and be able to chat to us, but we'll be able to kind of pop the link back into the comments. So don't worry if you lose your bookmark or nothing's lost. We'll be able to direct you back to that main page where the next lesson's going to be. The link is going to be there for you. So yeah, good morning, ladies. Good morning,
Oh, good morning.
user.
Good morning. My main question then for you, Veronica, and well for everyone, is what are you going to make? What are you going to make this weekend? What are you going to make while we're crocheting, while we're watching the videos and stuff?
Oh my gosh, do you know I've got a little project on the go I started. So yeah, we'll probably finish it this weekend. All this
That's what
crochet
I was
taking time.
I was thinking though. I was thinking I need something that hasn't got a difficult stitch repeat or doesn't need to follow a chart or stuff. And I'm like, I don't think I have anything like that.
You might have to start something new.
I've got a really complicated like motif blanket that I'm making at the moment and a really complicated mosaic blanket. And I'm like, well, they won't work.
Yeah.
So I'm sorry, everyone. I'm just going to have to start something new. I'm going to.
Oh dear, another project.
What a shame.
What a shame. But yeah, so yeah, I think it's gonna be good. I hope people gonna sign up and people gonna join us. I hope we convinced you to join us at least for the free summit and see what it's all about.
Yeah,
Because
even if you only come for a couple of videos and you just get some little tidbits that that help boost your confidence, even if you already know what you're doing with making garments, come along and have a listen because you never know what you might learn.
yeah, absolutely. Or even if you kind of pick out what you want to know about more, maybe you think like, well, I know all about tension, but I want to know how to block properly. Then yeah, just join us for that lesson maybe. But I'm just gonna say you're gonna be missing out on all the other amazing stuff. So just join us for the whole weekend. Just clear your diaries, clear your schedule, and join us for the whole weekend. Because
I was thinking about like this, like nowadays, like we watch stuff all about like with mobile devices and stuff. You can watch it wherever. Watch it while you're cooking the dinner. Watch it while other stuff is going on. It's and it's not meant to be like terribly intense. It's something that you can have on. Yes, it would be lovely if you can give it your undivided attention, but if you can't, then don't worry. Just come and have it on and just grab whatever you can from it and pop in and ask us questions whenever you get a chance.
Absolutely, yeah. Or when the kids are having a little fight or having a little scribble in the corner, just pop them earphones in.
Hi.
Let them fight it out and join us.
Oh dear. Never mind. Cool.
Right.
I think we've covered everything, have we?
I hope so. I mean, I don't know if there are any other questions. Pop them in now. We'll wait for a couple of seconds before we unplug for today.
Yeah, but we will be here. That it all kicks off. What time did we say? 8:30.
8:30.
8:30 EST. So that's lunchtime for us over here in the UK.
Yeah.
So
and the other thing we were going to say, once you reserve the free seat, we will be emailing you when we start, when the lesson starts, and all the links. So you're going to have if you scan the QR code, go onto that link, scroll down a little bit, and there's kind of a big blue link saying click here to reserve your free seat. If you click on that link, you will be taken to a sign up form to reserve your seat. Just pop your name and your email address in there, and we will take care of the rest. So we will send you an email tomorrow morning or lunchtime, depending what side of the world you are. But we will send you an email to say, drop everything, we're about to start. And come and join us. Yeah, so that's the best thing you can probably do, as well as bookmark the page so you know where to go. But if you let us know your email address while you're reserving your free seat for the summit, we will email you and we will let you know what's happening and what's going on.
Oh, Pamela said she's excited. We're excited too.
Oh my gosh, do you know what? I can't believe we're actually here from that little seed of an idea that it was when we first chatted on the phone with Hannah. I had that idea and I thought, Hannah, answer the phone. Hannah, I've got something to say.
You messaged me and you were like, I've got this idea. I don't know if you'll think it's any good, but I've got an idea. And as soon as you explained it, I was like, yeah, let's do that.
Yeah, I think my initial message was me plus you equals summit.
Yes.
And a question mark. And the yes. That's a yes. So yeah, then we got on the phone and it was, yeah, it kind of, it was a bit shapeless at the start. We knew what we wanted to deliver. We knew we wanted to teach people and tell them everything we know and what we don't know either, but we want to tell you. So it was a bit shapeless, and then we were, brainstorming with Hannah, and we knew we wanted it to be a summit of like a live event where we get to chat to people, because it's okay to post something online and put up a new pattern on a blog or pop a pattern in your shop, but if we want you to talk back to us, we want you to come and chat to us, ask questions, say hello wherever you are over this weekend. So once we kind of nailed down the summit format, we were really really happy with it, because do you know, I had somebody actually commented, and I'm going to hopefully share this comment over the weekend, but somebody said to me, it's one of my dear Patreon subscribers, and she said to me that she is so happy that there is the paid version as well, because she's got kind of like neurodiverse, I'm gonna say. And she said she gets a little bit overwhelmed by all this kind of live stuff and ads and distractive stuff, so she actually very kindly purchased the All Access Pass, and she said she can't thank us enough for this paid version, because she can kind of take it easy and take it steady, go at it at her own pace, rewatch the video, so the information really goes in. So yeah, that was really really common, that I thought to myself, if nothing else comes of this, that comment is going to stick with me forever. So I'm so happy that we kind of put these two options together when we were kind of brainstorming what we want to do. So yeah, it's really amazing that we can reach as many people as possible, and people can really choose what format suits them better.
Yeah, definitely. So yeah, so go and tell all your friends, tell everyone that you know that crochets, to come
Yeah,
and join us too, because we'd love to see them there.
that's it. Just grab the link from the QR code, or there is a link in the comments. So just grab the link, send them a message, send them email, whatever works.
I don't know who the Facebook user is, but apparently I'm making them giggle. So
Oh, that's good.
I'm pleased I'm making you giggle.
So for even more giggles on the weekend, you have to join us.
Definitely. We'll only be consuming tea and coffee, but we'll
Yes.
definitely be giggling. Definitely be giggling.
Yeah, I think 12:30 a little bit. It's a little bit early for me. Yeah.
Cool. So we'll see you all tomorrow.
Yes, we will. Pamela's recovering from back surgery, so she'll have plenty time to watch. Looking forward to. Oh, we're looking forward to seeing you.
That's wonderful. I hope your recovery goes really well then.
Yes, of course.
And I hope it means that you can actually still crochet, of course.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Hopefully the summit will be soothing to your recovery journey.
Yeah, definitely. Cool.
Right, so we've got a lot of excited people in the comments, and even after we go offline now, you can still pop your questions in the comments.
Yeah.
We'll just scroll through them before the summit kicks off tomorrow, if there are any questions
Yeah, definitely.
to
But
put
yeah,
forward to the designers. So yeah,
otherwise we will see you tomorrow.
I think so. When we're gonna repeat this, probably 6, 7 times tomorrow.
Lots and lots. Lots and lots.
But we're looking forward to it regardless.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a full-on weekend, but that's what we're here for,
Yeah.
and that's what we plan to do. So we're all yours this weekend.
Definitely. But have a wonderful rest of your Friday, everyone. And we'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah, we'll see you tomorrow.
Bye.
Bye.